Let's turn to Texas, where investigators are trying to figure out why a man armed with an assault-style weapon went on a chaotic and deadly shooting rampage in the city of Odessa. Cell phone video shows the suspect speeding down the highway before slamming into patrol cars in that city on Saturday. Officers eventually shot and killed the gunman during a standoff. Police say 7 people were killed, ranging in age from 15 to 57. At least 22 others were hurt in what is at least the 38th mass killing this year. That's a number that includes incidents where more than 3 people have been shot and killed. Our lead national correspondent, David Begnaud, is in Odessa, Texas. David, good morning. What are we learning this morning about the shooter?
Well, there are 2 important reports that we feel like you should know about this morning. One, our colleagues in Dallas report the gunman had been fired from a trucking job here in town right before the shooting started. There's another report this morning from the Odessa newspaper which says the gunman was fired a year ago from another job for arguing and threatening co-workers, and the police were notified in that case. We are at the movie theater here in Odessa, and we're here because this is where the rampage ended. But what police don't know, and they may never know, is was the gunman coming here to continue his rampage. Crowds of people took cover Saturday afternoon, terrorized by the gunfire that erupted around them during the shooting spree.
Oh God, they're shooting right there. Oh, he hits the barrier.
Police say the violence stretched more than 10 miles across 2 different cities in the heart of Texas's oil country.
Let's go, get to the building.
Ethan Baiza was one of the people who ran for safety.
We prayed for our lives. It was the scariest moment of my life.
Investigators say the rampage started just after 3 p.m. State troopers tried to pull over a vehicle following reports that a person was driving erratically. The driver opened fire with an assault-style rifle, hitting and wounding a trooper before driving off.
We have an active shooter on the interstate.
For nearly 2 hours, the gunman led police on a high-speed chase while firing at people randomly. He hijacked a mail van at one point, killing 29-year-old Mary Granados, who was on her postal route working.
She was screaming for help.
Mary's twin sister Rosie was on the phone with her when the gunman attacked.
I did my best to go help her, but I couldn't get there on time.
Did she ever say anything to you after you heard the screaming?
I did, because she was already dead.
Police have identified the shooter as 36-year-old Seth Ader. Public records show he was arrested in 2001 for 2 misdemeanors. On Sunday, law enforcement was seen searching a home in Odessa, believed to be connected to him. The shooting occurred less than a month after 22 people were killed at a Walmart in El Paso. Texas Governor Greg Abbott.
We need solutions that will keep guns out of the hands of criminals like the killer here in Odessa, while also ensuring that we safeguard Second Amendment rights.
The governor says he does support strengthening background checks to help address gun violence. But in recent mass shootings here in Texas, including Dallas, Sutherland Springs, El Paso, the gunman obtained the weapon legally. So in that case, stronger background checks may not have prevented them from getting the weapon. But what we don't know is how the gunman in this case got his weapon.
Thank you very much, David.
Looks like they're having a party over here. But it's all caged in. Oh, there's a car inside. Yeah. I think it's focused on children. Alright, so I have some difficulty, of course, as should be expected, of just having to stand outside my car as I wait for this to heat up. There's no way I could be in the same room in a Walmart parking lot, standing outside my car. It doesn't exactly look that bad, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous just with all the traffic around. Which right now it's not too bad, and it's not too obvious that I'm trying to heat up this teapot. I want to make some chamomile tea, try to help myself sleep tonight. The sweet sounds of the semi-truck's engine really tickle my eardrums all night. I get to sit and enjoy that melody in the Walmart parking lot. You sold them at one time. You sold Gold's
But
Gems.
it doesn't tell us when it was purchased, because the way it looks like it's brand new.
Mijo, can you come to the service desk for a code 9, please? Okay, ahorita venimos, que sí, a ver. He's the one that works in the department.
Alright, so he'd talk about what you sold back in the day. Alright.
He doesn't want another one, he wants to get refund.
Do we carry this one?
The Gold's Gems split.
Because this one is a whole, it's not even, that's one like two of this, yeah.
The Gold's Gems, it's a different.
But do we carry this, brand?
We carry the Gold Gems.
Yeah, but not.
But I don't think we carry this one. I think we carry this one here.
Yeah.
So it's not the same brand.
No, it's a different manufacturer, wider. Gold's Gems are two different makes.
But we don't carry this one, that's what I'm saying, because we need to get an UPC number in order to see how much it is, but we don't carry it. We don't carry it?
Oh,
Like I said, this is the only one that I'm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we don't carry it, we don't have it, we can exchange it, because we don't know how much it is, we have no
Different
UPC
makers.
number.
it's the same. It's all the same. That's the same price as that one, and that's the same price as
This is
both
a
of them.
whole different thing, look.
Yeah,
Yes.
'cause this is
No, but they're the same. They're all the same price in the same rack.
But we can't refund
$20
it if we don't
or-
sell it anymore. It's not, we don't have it.
Okay, so you're not gonna do store credit or refund.
We can't because we don't
Okay.
carry it anymore.
All right, it's garbage to me. I don't want it. It's yours. When you enter the Walmart property, you could drive past this one well that's pretty close. Gas station across the street, but they got to pump this oil elsewhere and then refine it, and it may not ever make it to that gas station. It gets distributed all over. It's kind of neat to be able to see it, well, somewhat up close. Looks like they had the original fence immediately around it, and then people are getting too close to that, so then they put a bigger fence around that. What? Oh, come on. No. All right. That's pretty neat. Swings around. Stays active. I don't see where the oil tanks are though. There's a lot of these things around, more off across the highway. Huh. Yeah, you can see the Walmart behind it. Jalisco's. This is yeah, there's a fence, so it's a major highway. I think it's only 55. But yeah, it's a lot more oil wells. So this oil is getting pumped pretty far away. They're pumping deep beneath and then far away because there's no tanks nearby. I bet they used to have a pump right here, right next to the Walmart. That one was down there. And then this is a similar fence around, but there's no pump. There is a little cap. So they'll pull them out. They'll pull, yeah, it even has like reference to being something to do with pumping in some way. Emergency poison gas. Oh my God. So those wells they'll put out poisonous gas. There's gas trapped fiberglass injection line. It's kind of old looking signs for the old site. For maybe the past week or so, these Walmarts have been extra busy, ramping up for the Black Friday. I mean, the aisles are just, every Walmart I've been in the past week, the aisles have been really stuffed, packed tight. Right behind the Walmart here, there's another oil well. You can see the fence. They pulled the pump out. People live across. I'm walking over to HEB. It's a grocery store. It looks like somebody's sleeping. Is there somebody here? Somebody was here. Okay. Yeah, that looks freshly put together. Sleeping behind the Walmart. Nice blankets. That's the homeless lifestyle. And I'm guessing this homeless person is not getting any attention paid to them because there's virtually no cars at this apartment complex. So nobody's really gonna witness their activity here. This apartment complex is just dead. I mean, it's midday, everybody's at work, right? I don't know about that. I think it's abandoned largely. The air conditioner units are empty. One car, like, there's a little bit of evidence of activity, but not much. Yeah, this is Oil Town. They can be strange in their development. They got an old, like tennis court. They got an old swimming pool. They had a lot of ambition early on, and now it's looking largely abandoned. Just in this spot, right next to the, not far from the Walmart, in between Walmart and HEB. HEB. Wow, the famous Halliburton from Dick Cheney's years. He brought them a lot more spotlight. And here they are, based out of Houston, working on the in West Texas. Kind of amusing. Goat wiring, making solid connections, and you got a goat that's patriotic. Look. I'm a grackle. I have mental illness. I tossed corn polenta in a pot and it blew up. I did not know this. I put it at the very end. Why did I do that? I meant to put it on the close end, and I really needed to watch this. It looks like it blew up and it ran out of, it must have leaked all over. It went to the top. I should have known it was going to blow up. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to try it. Yeah, it's kind of dry, but yeah, it's better. I was getting tired of the too much of the polenta, and then I just got tired of eating it. It's so plain. So I tossed it in a pot, the rest of it. And it has blown up. It fermented so hard that it blew up. When you cook polenta and you try to ferment it, you gotta watch that closely. But it tastes good. I hate to say it tastes better, but it's different. It's definitely palatable. It's a different taste. It's not that plain taste now. Now it's got a little bit more of a bite. Yeah. I should have watched that closer. Dang it. Because I do like to switch back and forth between the bland taste and the fermented taste. And like when I freshly cook it, I like to have a little bit of that bland taste. But I can only eat so much of it. Then I put it in the pot, turn it into almost something different, and it tastes good again in a different way. Same stuff, tastes different, and I can eat more of it. Putting honey and peanuts help a little bit too. Balances the sour, so you get a more of a sweet and sour taste. You want to pour out water on a Walmart parking lot, you got to splatter it as far as you can, so it spreads out across the parking lot as best you can, so it doesn't stand out like a pool.